because I'm posh, people think that I'm Tory, which was useful for a while because I could get meetings with people because they'd be like, "Oh, it's a good old boy coming in." But now I think the game's up because I spend a lot of time just slagging off the Tories on Instagram, and I really enjoy it. My favourite thing is to find really awful pictures of Liz Truss, and then I just put them up, going, "Don't forget about her," and I really enjoy that. But to be honest, I moved more towards Labour. Part of it was anti-Tory, which I think, obviously, with the latest by-election, so there's been a lot about that, like, are people pro-Labour or anti-Tory? But it was driven by that. And, I think the final straw was seeing the parties during COVID and just the lack of... Because I've grown up around a lot of that type of entitlement. My parents aren't like that. They're not snobby. And thank God. So I wasn't. It probably washed off a little bit of entitlement being in that sort of system, but not. I was never a full-on arsehole. But I know those arseholes because I went to school with them. I was taught by them, and I see them. And during COVID, that kind of level of we deserve this, we are better than others.
The rules don't apply to us. The
rules don't, but it's more than that, though. It's not just the rules don't apply, it's that we're owed this. We're owed this, and that just disgusted me. So while I'm in a funeral for my brother that's killed himself with my 3 family members, the worst, it wasn't a laugh a minute, the 25 minutes or whatever it was in a crematorium in Berkshire. While I'm having to stick to the rules, and I'm not the only one. So I just suddenly something switched in me, and I thought, these people they're the worst types of humans. There are some nice Tories. By the way, my local MP in Berkshire, she's Tory, Laura, I can't remember her surname now, but she did a lot for beagles, for testing on dogs, and she actually tabled a question in Parliament. So I don't want to tar them all with the same brush, but there's just such a disregard. And I just the anger for others that I feel, I just suddenly switched. They're just the worst, and the division they've created, and it just makes me so angry and sad. So I've become a lot more activist, really.